my name's Taylor Schmooky, and my goal today is to get you as excited about kit foxes as I am. I got the lucky chance to work with these guys two years ago, and I've been obsessed with them ever since. Now, what's a kit fox? Well, you know what a red fox is? Maybe a gray fox? Or those phoenix foxes that you see at the zoos all the time? Well, this is a cousin of them. And they're found here in North America, actually in the southwestern parts of them. And they're the smallest one here, which makes them awesome because it means they're easy to handle and they're super cute. Because let's be honest, everything smaller is cuter. Also, these guys have huge ears proportional to their body, like Dumbo, except they're not as cool because they can't fly with them. But their ears help them cool down because with the greater surface ratio, the blood gets wind hitting across it, which helps cool that blood down, which circulates back in the body and helps cool them down. And if you're from anywhere like Arizona, trust me, you would be grateful for any chance to cool down. Also, these foxes are a lot like us. They're raised by two parents normally. And they have homes, except their homes are called dens, and they have an entire neighborhood of homes, unlike just one house. For instance, think of it as if your parents bought your entire neighborhood, and one day you could choose to live on the house down the street, and you could live one on the corner, and then the next day you could go and hang out on the pool. That's how these guys live, which makes it really fun. These guys are found in southwestern Arizona, and southwest Arizona, California, Utah, pretty much anywhere where it's hot and dry. They don't need a lot of water to survive. In fact, their body makes enough water on their own that these animals will never have to drink to survive. Also, these guys eat rodents and rabbits mainly. So, for instance, when we worked with them, we actually saw a den where a father had brought a nice little kangaroo rat for the mom and her pup to chew on. Finally, these kit foxes with their giant neighborhood homes are actually really friendly with their neighboring families. Now, that's not to say if a stranger were to walk in from, let's say, another city to try and make his own den, they would be cool with it. They're still canines. They can be territorial like wolves, but they're usually distant cousins or the guy who you go to school with. He's okay if he stops by. Finally, these guys are listed on concern list, and they're listed as least concerned. But in places like Utah, they're actually of very high risk of going extinct. We call them sensitive species. And what that means is they're dangerously getting wiped out. And we need them in our ecosystems because they tell us what's going on. Now, it's not that they stand up and talk to us, but rather their actions let us know how healthy the land is, or unhealthy it is. But with the recent introduction of coyotes and coming into our areas, they're killing off the kit foxes, and that's not a good sign because that's causing to greater predation, which is leading to loss of other animals and destruction of plant life and habitat, and that's a really big issue. So right now we're trying to figure out how to reduce the coyotes and preserve the kit foxes. Finally, hopefully I've convinced you guys that these guys are adorable. But that doesn't mean you should go out and try and catch one to hold it and play with it, because these are wild animals, and besides that, they're predators, which means they bite, they eat meat, and they will attack. And finally, these are one of the few predators we still have in North America that can carry rabies and transfer it to humans before they die. And rabies is a very bad disease that you don't want to get because you're going to have to get 100 shots and it's really uncomfortable. So only people who have gotten vaccinations for this can actually hold these animals. Well, that's kit foxes, and I hope you've appreciated learning about them. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to contact me and ask me. Thanks so much.